Hello, Maeya TV. I'm Jessica Haro, and I'm here with a very special guest. This is award-winning filmmaker Mark Jonathan Harris. Mark, it's so great to meet you.
Thank you. Thank you. It's a pleasure to be here.
You have worked on many films that have won awards. Could you tell us about the work that you've done?
Yes, I've been making films for maybe a half century, and many of the films that I've made are about social and political issues. And I've been fortunate to win 3 Academy Awards. The first was for a short film called The Redwoods, which was to help establish a Redwood National Park. Then I made 2 films about the Holocaust, which both also won Academy Awards. And recently I made a film about the war in Ukraine called Breaking Point, the War for Democracy in Ukraine. And I also was a consulting producer on a 5-part series for PBS called Asian Americans. So I've done a lot of different films about socioeconomic issues.
And I understand you are working on another film.
I have a new film out, yes, well, a new film in the process of trying to find funding for. We hope to start production in September. And the current working title for the film is The Women Who Knew, Operation White Scarves. And the story is the greatest escape story you've never heard about. It's about 7 women, American and African American women, who came together after the fall of Kabul to rescue 1,000 women and their families, women activists, poets, government people who worked in the government, and bring them here to the United States. It's a very dramatic story, and we see it as a kind of documentary thriller like Argo. And it's a story that's really not been told. It's about women saving women across the world, bonding together. Some of the women in the United States, some of the women in London. And they got together in a heroic manner and saved people who otherwise may have been killed.
Yes. Can you tell us more about how important it is to get this story out there?
I think it's really important now, because if you think that probably the worst country in the world to be a woman right now is Afghanistan. And there are many women whose rights have been deprived, who are still under threat from the Taliban. And the rescue mission is still going on, not in the same concentrated form as before, but a lot of women in Afghanistan and their families are still under threat from the Taliban. So it's important to realize that, recognize what's happening, and also to welcome people who need asylum into this country.
So you have a unique approach to this, because it's a documentary, it's also a thriller. So could you tell us more about how?
Well, you know, documentaries in narrative and fictional films are very similar. The difference is in documentaries you have real people. So these are real people and their stories. We will be interviewing both the people who rescue the rescuers and the women who were rescued. Some are in Canada, different places. Some are here in the United States. And the real difference between documentary and fiction is real people versus actors. But you can still use, we're also using in this film footage, cell phone footage, that was taken at the very time. So women went to the airport, they photographed what was happening. So this is unique footage never seen before. And it really makes the story very, very immediate and real.
Yeah, it's also very recent and so very pertinent to right now.
Right, absolutely. So
I know you are still looking for funding, so where could people who are watching this get involved?
They can reach me. The easiest way is MJ Harris at usc.edu. That's my email. Anybody interested can contact me there. MJ Harris at usc.edu.
Mark, thank you so much for meeting with us. I can't wait to see your film, and I hope that everything will go well on it. And
well, I'm eager to make the film and eager for people to see it because I think this is an important story.
It really does.
Thanks for interviewing me.
Thank you so much.